Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up, we take a closer look at why so many people struggle to keep their New Year's resolutions year after year, and how making small changes and shifting your mindset could be the key to setting realistic goals and actually sticking with them long term.
Then we highlight a meaningful partnership with Purpose Foundation, Haley's Hope, and the Kids Need More organization, as they come together to spread kindness by giving out presents and gifts to families and individuals in need, making a positive impact during the holiday season.
And finally, we'll show you how Mepham seniors gave back to their community by visiting the Ronald McDonald House, where they spent time supporting families that were staying there and helped bring comfort and encouragement during challenging times. I'm Maya Passanisi.
And I'm Emma Santiago, and these are the BMB Morning Announcements. Good morning, Mepham, and welcome back.
Emma, it's only January 9th, and it already feels like it's been 2026 for 3 months.
It really does, Maya. It might have only been 9 days, but how many people do you think have already given up on their New Year's resolutions?
It has to be a lot. I know I've had my fair share of unfinished resolutions. A lot of people struggle to keep them, but maybe the problem isn't the goal, it's how we set it.
Exactly. Here's Hallie Gillison with more on why resolutions fail and how changing your perspective might help.
Bar, you could have your elbows into the side.
New Year's resolutions. Mine never really seem to stick. If you feel the same way, don't worry. 91% of Americans also struggle with their resolutions. However, with such a large number of people failing in their New Year goals, it really raises the question of if a New Year's resolution is even worth it. I think that it absolutely is, but we just gotta switch perspectives. Maybe the problem isn't the resolution, but rather the approach. My resolution was going to the gym more, but what does that really entail? It's more beneficial to put things in specifics. Rather than saying go more, I could say go 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not only does it keep things doable, but it also gives you that motivation to keep going. So no matter what your failed resolution was, make sure you learn something from it, because it's never too late to redefine your goals and kick off 2026 on the right track. For BMB, I'm Hallie Gillison.
Thanks, Hallie. It's always important to remember that improvement doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be meaningful.
And one great way to start off the year right is by giving back. Recently, Mepham seniors did just that during a visit to the Ronald McDonald House, where they received a tour of the facility and cooked dinner for the families staying there, preparing meals like mac and cheese, chicken stir fry, and fried rice.
It's great to see how something so simple can make such a big impact, especially when seniors take the lead by planning the menu themselves, preparing all of the food, and creating a meaningful experience that supports families during the challenging time. It's truly amazing to see how something so simple can make such a big impact.
I completely agree, especially during this time of year, where spreading kindness can mean the most.
Speaking of kindness, Michael Fay, a previous feature on our morning announcements, has been working closely with Purpose Foundation and Haley's Hope to bring some joy to families in need.
BMB's own Hailey Gardner got to get on the bus with Michael Fay as they distributed gifts prior to the holiday. Let's take a look.
Here we are at Kids Need More Holiday Tour Bus 2025, and we
I'm here in Amityville, where Kids Need More Corporation is sending out 54 buses to spread holiday cheer for kids in need.
Today we are doing this bus in memory of Haley. Haley was 15 years old. She was one of my son's good friends, and she was diagnosed and then died about a week after diagnosis on October 5th, and her mother died of a broken heart about 3 weeks later. So we're doing this bus in memory of them, and we're spreading cheer where they would have done it, because Haley and her mom were a force to be reckoned with.
It makes me feel good, because I used to not like Christmas, but this just changed everything for us.
This is my first year doing this, but to see the joy it brings for these families and those less fortunate, it helps you appreciate the little things in life, and it's been nothing short of an amazing experience.
By coming together, the With Purpose Foundation and Haley's Hope can show how they can turn compassion into action and make a real impact in the community. For BMB, I'm Haley Gardner.
Wow, that was truly inspiring to see.
It really shows how powerful generosity can be when people come together for a good cause.
Continuing with the theme of doing good, next week, Mepham will be honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with a full week of activities.
Here's what you can expect during MLK Week.
On the 12th, there will be a lesson and presentation done by the School and Community Leadership Program.
The 13th features the change tree. Everyone's going to write the change they're going to make in the world on a leaf, which will be placed on a tree throughout the hallways.
On the 14th, students can participate in Compliments Day. Everyone will get 4 compliments and can give them out to anyone they want throughout the day.
The 15th will include kindness shoutouts. You'll be given a Google form and you can share an act of kindness that came from your friends. The submissions will be played over the announcements.
And wrapping it all up on the 16th will be a school-wide game of an MLK-themed Wordle in English class.
Bet you I can get it in 3. I love doing my daily Wordle in English. Sorry, Miss Maresca.
But while we're talking about upcoming dates and possible detentions, a reminder that midterm week is coming up fast.
Midterm week will take place January 19th through the 23rd, so make sure you're staying organized and preparing early. Also, speaking of dates, seniors, reminders that you have to place your order for a cap and gown by Monday.
You're right, Emma. I still need to order mine. Now, for some exciting news from Skull and Bones.
This year's spring musical has officially been announced, and trust me, you're gonna want to take a chance on it.
Take a chance?
Mamma Mia! Here we go again!
Much better hint.
The spring musical will open in March, which will be Mamma Mia. Auditions take place on January 12th and 13th, with callbacks on the 14th.
Be sure to prepare 16 bars for your audition if you plan on trying out.
With all that going on, it's clear that the Mepham community has been staying busy both in and out of the classroom.
And speaking of staying busy, Mepham athletes have been doing just that as winter sports continue to heat up.
Here's Lucas Pangankar with your sports report.
Thanks, guys. It's been a slow week here at Mepham. Coming off a break, both sports teams, they've been nothing but busy. As the boys, coming off a win against North Shore, took on Garden City at home for the BMB Game of the Week on Tuesday. It was again a hard-fought matchup, 61-51, with senior Colin Kohut leading with 11 threes, including 3 threes. The boys traveled to Roosevelt last night in a AA-4 matchup, and then moving on to the girls. They took on Garden City themselves on Monday, losing 60-39. Sophomore Bree McGovern led the Pirates in scoring with 9 points and 3 three-pointers. The girls were at home against Roosevelt last night. Next week, they make their B&B Game of the Week debut as they take on Hewlett on Wednesday. With both strong starts to the season for the girls and the boys, looking for playoff pushes in their future. And for the Bulldogs, take on Long Beach in one of the best rivalries on the island in Bethpage. So make sure to pack out the barn and support the boys as they move later into the season. And that's all for me. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Lucas. What are your predictions for tonight's game?
I got 3-0 Bellmore-Merrick.
Well, whether you're heading to a game, practice, or just trying to get through the weekend, the weather definitely plays a big role.
So before you make any plans, here's Bella Thierry with a look at what the forecast has in store for us.
Happy New Year, everyone. Although the winter break is over, the weather this weekend still hasn't gotten the memo that it's January. Starting off with Friday, we'll mostly have cloudy skies and highs in the upper 40s and low 50s. Not bad for this time of year. Saturday is the one day to watch out, being that it will have a 90% chance of rain through most of the day. Temperatures will continue to not be freezing, again in the upper 40s, so I suggest having indoor plans. Then we finish the weekend on Sunday with a nice rebound from the drizzle, with partly cloudy skies, but with a little bit of a breeze. The temperature is yet again in the high and low 40s. Not exactly t-shirt weather, but not bad for early January. So if you're heading out this weekend, layer up in the morning, dodge the raindrops on Saturday, and enjoy the break from the freezing cold temperatures. Enjoy the weather, and now back to you, Mya and Emma.
Thanks, Bella. I wish we had more snow in the upcoming forecast.
Oh, me too. I've been dying to go skiing.
You know, Emma, with everything going on from sports to service projects, it's pretty clear Mepham has had a busy start to the new year.
Definitely. Whether you're setting new goals, going back to the community, or cheering on our teams, there's a lot to be proud of.
And as we head into the rest of the week, make sure you're staying focused, staying kind, and taking care of yourselves.
That's all we have for you today.
These have been the BMB Morning Announcements for Friday, January 9th, Day 6.
Have a good day, Pirates. Yeah, I messed up that last line, but it's fine. I'll take it from the one group.
I don't actually.
Ooh.
I love both.
Run this for a little bit, because I've had, oh, okay, not, maybe not. I've had to cut speed up the credits, which I guess is not bad, but. Christina, check if we have everything before we get up.
I want to do both.